How does a person grow spiritually strong? The best way, honestly, is with a personal relationship with God the Father, Son of God, Holy Spirit. Now, not everybody's going to agree with that because when you do that, battles and more battles and more battles. So some people just stick with unity of other people. Yeah, that works, but sometimes that can lead people to where they're not supposed to be. Not so necessarily negative, but in a group of people, a person can be limited to growing to their greatest strength. We see it in sports all the time. We see it at school all the time. You know? So, here's what I'm saying. I learned that prayer, the Holy Bible, and doing for others in the best interest of them and giving wholeheartedly to that person is good. Some people say add church. Well, I tried that, and when I grew and grew and grew and grew, jealousy grew, hatred grew, competition grew. I mean, they say a church is for fellow believers to gather together. Some people say church is for the sick. Well, if church was for the sick, then what is the healthy doing there? Huh? If you're healthy, then you don't need church. If you're sick, you need more than church. Oh, yes, you do. Church is just a Band-Aid. It's a Band-Aid. It really is. And it's different for girls. Church is just a Band-Aid. It really is. But it is helpful. But like I said, when you start to grow, people are going to use your past experiences. That's why these people who hang on to their mom's tit all the way into their 30s and 40s even, they make me sick. They really do. Well, I shouldn't say they make me sick because I stay healthy. They disturb my peace. Oh, because I didn't go and do violent behavior. I never did drugs. Yeah, because you're on your mom's breast for I don't know how, what, 20, 30, 40 years? So the best nurturing is by our Father. Mothers do very great nurturing. But the one behavior pattern of mothers that stick in my head the most is hovering. How did I learn that? From a woman. A woman taught me that. She shared with me what she learned in class. Is hovering. Like the mother hen when there's danger. Right over them little baby, whatever you call them, hens, little birdies. But the point of this little documentary, I'm trying to become something important, is when in isolation, it doesn't always have to be destructive. Although lately I've been studying stuff to find truth and have found it to be a lie. Although I pull off of the writer or the victim or the star player and feel what they're feeling. Because that's what competition is all about, is to break the opponent down to their weakest point and capitalize with a big fat defeat on their head. Now there's a fight coming up. Yes, a big fight. TJ Dillashaw and Demetrius Johnson. It's going to be a good one. I don't mind giving my prediction because I already know. I've listened to Mr. Dillashaw and I understand what he's saying. And it's motivated me somewhat to step out of that little box of weaker opponents such as myself. I've made myself a weak opponent. You know, they say the worst enemy is yourself. Well, to step outside that box and take on some challenges. My prediction is, without a doubt, Mr. TJ Dillashaw. For a couple reasons. One, when a man sits on top of a mountain and doesn't try to up his game by stepping into the ring with more skilled and more stronger opponents, that makes a person who has more hungry. Also, Dillashaw will win because his title was controlled by humans when they voted against him and gave it to Cruz. And, well, from my understanding, Mr. Dillashaw has a better record at defending his title than Cruz did. From my understanding, Mr. Dillashaw just waited it out. It sure made him angry, but he didn't give up. The team he was a part of somewhat collapsed or pretty much pushed him out of the way. And he kept on and he kept on and he kept on until what we already know. A knockout. Anyway, the point is, Mr. Dillashaw is going to take that belt without a question. He's more skilled, he's bigger, he's stronger, and most importantly, the number one key to fighting is that he is more hungry. He is more hungry. I kind of understand what he's doing here. I think he wants to be the first person to hold 3 belts, maybe even 4. I mean, he's still young. By the time he gets in his late 30s, mid 30s, he'll be stronger, more skilled, more confident, and possibly take on a 4th belt. From my understanding, he can do it. So, either way, I enjoy talking, as you've noticed. Have a good day.